Time for Paizocon spoilers. Let's start with a book that's coming out next month, Lost Omens Shining Kingdoms. This is going to be a high fantasy book, Shining Knights, that sort of thing. There won't be any new ancestries in this book, but there will be new ancestry feats for like elves and stuff. There will, of course, also be other player options in this book, as well as new firearms. They also talked about a few new archetypes. For example, the new Eagle Knight archetype, and an archetype that's going to go off an artifact. They also said there's going to be new animal companions in this book, as well as new ghost archetype feats. They also said that there's going to be a new teleportation magic school, as well as new magic items, particularly apex items. They also said there's going to be two new monsters, the Shroudwing and the Fatal Prophet, both of which are undead type creatures. Moving on, they did talk about a few new adventure paths. Gatewalkers is going to have new deviant abilities, and they're coming out with the new Myth Speaker adventure path, which is going to be a mythic adventure path. It's going to go from levels 1 to 10, and you're going to get the beginning mythic stuff. I don't remember what it's called, but in September we've got which is going to be very similar to the beginner box. It's going to have everything you need except for like pencils. You're basically going to be able to go out into like a cabin or something and just play Pathfinder for 4 hours. And then in October, we've got Revenge of the Rune Lords, which is effectively going to be high level mythic. And that's going to have 4 new mythic destinies: the Avenging Rune Lord, the Time Wrecked, and the War Shard Hero. But they didn't go into too much detail on how any of those work. And now for the big one, Battlecry, coming out in August. They said there's going to be new commander tactics, and they did give us one of them, Alley-oop. It allows allies to throw items at each other, and the ally can use the item as a reaction if they catch it. And they did say that the commander needs to attack. They need to be right up in there and just attack to use their tactic. It's not like a bard where they're in the back giving commands. For the Guardian, they said that the Guardian has 12 plus con hit points just by Barbarian. And the Guardian has more mobility now. They're not going to need to be right next to allies to protect them. They also get damage resistance that isn't tied to armor specialization. Next is the Jotunborn ancestry, which is going to be large. Further, they're going to have Jotunborn weapons, including something called the Blade Sweeper, and plane hopping abilities. Also in this book, there's going to be a new Sorcerer bloodline and a new Thaumaturge implement. And they also name drop a few vehicles that are going to be in this book: the Air Cycle, the Siege Dragon, Medical Wagon. So it's not just going to be combat vehicles. They also did drop the Necro Roamer vehicle name. There's also going to be rules for skirmishes in this book. According to them, you're going to be able to travel with your troops, but still play your character. And there's going to be morale rules and troop stat block. It's all going to be based on Dynasty Warriors, which is pretty dope. And of course, we're getting new archetypes in this book, including the Feeling Propagandist, which lets you persuade people, the Crossbow Infiltrator, the War Mage, and the Necrochronologist. And finally, they did talk a little bit about the Draconic Codex coming in November. In this book, we've got new Kobold options, as well as the Draconet Ancestry, and a lot of other dragon options. They told us that the metallic dragons are going to have more personality, but unfortunately, no mythic options here. They talked a little bit about Archdragons, which are basically the oldest dragons and the most powerful ones, and Time Dragons, and the Sanguine Lancer archetype. Other than that, they basically just said that there's lots more dragons coming, but all the dragons from the other books that we've already had are coming out in this book. So Bestiary 1, 2, 3, all those dragons are going to be in here. And that's pretty much everything Pathfinder related that they covered at Paizocon. I think I missed the Pathfinder Society section, but other than that, yeah, I've covered basically everything. Anyway, I have another video covering all the Starfinder stuff that they cover at Paizocon on my second channel. If you guys enjoyed this video, leave a like and let me know what you guys think. And be sure to check out the links in the description below for my Starfinder channel, as well as my other content, including my Discord and my Patreon. And if you guys want another video, you can absolutely check out this one. Until next time, teamwork is vital. It helps us solve problems.